What's up, Top Cut Academy subs? This is Professor Benji.
Right, did I get
Doing
it?
my first ever vlog, which is extremely cringy on a train full of people. Feeling very uncomfortable right now.
Again, yeah.
And Glen's getting second-hand anxiety and second-hand embarrassment as well. This is my beautiful wife, Sophie.
Hey, Pokémon.
And my busy mates.
Hey,
And yeah, hey Pokemoners. And we're going to be vlogging the Lille Regional Championships, myself and Glen. Then I'm going to go on a little journey to Porto in Portugal afterwards, and then over to Gdansk as well for another regional championship. So it's going to be a week full of fun and games. And yeah, come on the journey with us. Peace. So this was a little bit more shaky, haven't got the gimbal out because I'm in a massive line and can't really do it right now, but we are currently queuing up for the Eurostar, the big underwater train. How do you feel about a train underwater?
Scared.
Why are you scared?
You see it crashes in on us.
So thinks that the water can crash in and drown us sort of on the Eurostar. It's very entertaining. So yeah, I'm gonna get through.
If it happens.
So we're going to get through and sit down and wait for the train. So I will check back in with you all in a little bit. Peace.
So we're just waiting for the Uber. Professor Benji. What is the play for Lille, actually?
I do fucking need to do some of that shit.
Yeah. What's the play? We're gonna go head our way down to the event.
So after much deliberation, and I didn't show last night because we got in at like what?
Like 12:30.
12 or something. Train delayed. And we had to try and find food. We weren't allowed to eat the food inside. Had to eat outside in the rain. It was a fucking
It was an
evening.
It was.
So it was between EB Box and Zard. EB Box because all the points I've got this season, EB Box, or the vast majority, should I say. So comfort pick, and I think I'm okay with the deck. So
EV box is the list.
or it was Charizard with a Ho-Oh, to get to the cornerstone. But I hate Zard, as I continue to say. So as much as I think the deck is very strong,
Gonna be multiple in top 8, bro.
yeah, it's going to be multiple in
top
top 8 according to the prediction. I will not be one of those people. I will be the EV box in top 8.
Yeah. Oh, EV box in day 2?
So I've gone with the EV box. We've put the Sylveon in.
Ooh.
Because I think Dragapult will be the most popular deck today because Europe be loving Dragapult. And yeah, let's get it. Oh shit, I completely forgot again. Glen, how you feeling, mate?
Cold. Got to get into round 1, mate.
What's the play?
We're playing Ceruledge.
Yeah. Drillbur in.
Yeah, Drillbur.
Dig.
Big boy.
Are you gonna dig your way down to the bottom tables?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, nice. Very good, very good.
Way back up.
Very good. Yeah, we're inside. This is it. Sorry, I'm really bad at this. I keep forgetting to actually record shit. So yeah, here we go. Nice one, and I will see you before round 1. Adios, amigos. Wait, does this count as filming people without permission? Am I going to get that? So once again, I'm really sorry for like shitty audio and video, very shaky shit, because I've got my microphone and the gimbal this morning in a bit of a mad rush, completely forgot them, so apologies for that. But hopefully you can still hear me, absolutely no problem. I'll talk quite close to the camera. We started the day against Lille. We unfortunately lost. Game one, it was really awkward. Like, I just had an ultra ball in my hand and like nothing else. So I didn't have like a terror in play and I had no way to like get one the next turn unless I top decked it. Literally like had no other way. So it was a case of like, do I get Rotom for stuff or do I grab a terror and sort of hope to roll into the game then? So I went for just like a sob play to try and stall out some time, obviously getting a terror into play as well. Knocked it out straight away with Cerealage, so it didn't really work, to be completely honest. So yeah, that didn't work. Then game two, he literally opened and then passed, and then I just knocked it out with my thing. So that game. Then game three was like, it was really awkward. I like missed a bunch of stuff, and then he discarded both Turo and both his jets turn one. So I was like, cool, like sub win for the go. But he had Pelpad, shuffled them back in, and then literally the whole way through the game didn't use them again. So it meant that like I was a little bit behind, but I couldn't do anything to like stall out. I couldn't sub, I couldn't rely on anything like that. So I had to sort of hit back in. I missed a turn of attacking, which meant I felt further behind. And so, yeah, it was just a bit awkward. Like, had awkward draws throughout and, yeah, quite honestly, missed. So, yeah, bad start to the day. But, yeah, we'll see. Round two, here we come. So, once again, obligatory. Oh, 1 minute. 1 minute. Terrible start to this video, isn't it? Anyway, so obligatory apology once again for the shakiness of the camera and no mic. My fault. I will bring it with me for the rest of the trip. I promise you. However, we won round two. Played against a lovely guy called Edward from the Brighton area in the UK. It was his first regional. Been playing since Journey together. He was playing the Tim Franklin Ursulina thing. Pretty scary with starting EVEX in the active. I thought it was going to go straight away. I'll come back over and speak to you now, man. I'm just doing a video. So I got past first turn, that's fine. Knocked it out and then pretty much ran away with it from there, like water pond, stuff like that. So it was good. Then game two beat him, then just sort of talked over, gave him some advice and stuff like that. Really nice guy. So yeah, 1-1, we are back up. Let's go. So this will be the running joke of the whole video. I once again apologize for the shaky camera and no mic, as I forgot them. However, let's get into how the round went. I'm really pleased with myself. Not necessarily like how I played or anything, because, you know, I played just averagely, I think, because the match was very good. But my prediction going into the weekend was that Dragapult was going to be really popular amongst Europeans. And I'm not saying it is popular because I hit it, but I did hit it, which is better than not hitting it, right? So I'm really glad I left in the Sylveon and the Lilies, just to be able to get through that. And obviously, game one, I managed to Hilda for the Psyduck and the Mist onto it as well. So literally completely shut them out of the game. Sylveon and active, Clefairy on the bench, started with a Mist, and so I was just like hammering through Dragapult. So it was really good. And then game two, they dead drew, bless them. They were quite upset. But yeah, they literally had nothing, and I just burning charged for 6 prizes essentially. So that was pretty good. But yeah, 2-1 on the up. They haven't lost for 2 rounds now. Always a plus. And yeah, I'm gonna get some food. I actually finished. 20 minutes left of the round, so food and a wee. Desperate for a wee. And I'll see you after round. So, plot twist. I'm going to start the video by saying I'm super sorry about the wobbly camera and the mic situation because I left it at home. Anyway, now that's out of the way. Round, what is it now? Round five. Adam Hawkins. I
I pulled the big dog, the UK's big boy, Adam Hawkins. It was a good game one. Come down to a couple of coins. Oh, he was playing the Tour box, Absol box. Come down to a couple of coin flips. He got and then I sort of missed a couple of key things. I needed a Leafeon to take a prize, but missed and knocked out to get an Ultra Ball to get the Leafeon down. Stuff like that. Just little small things on little turns just meant that, like, slowly over time throughout the day, I fell behind. And then game 2 was, well, put it this way, Adam couldn't stop apologizing game 2. It was just farcical. I literally had the Rotom Star, everything looked breezy, but the rest of my hand was absolute rubbish. So I don't know. I think if I play this list again, I think I'm definitely going to like lower the support account, because I feel like my hand is constantly full of supporters and actually not able to like get my hand down at all to play like Mew and shit. So yeah, but all good. We are 2-2-1. We are not out yet. We are going to win out, get into that phase 2. But if not, all is good anyway. I'm having a great day. It feels so good to be back at regionals and stuff. So anyway, peace out. See you in round 6. Round 6. You know what I'm going to say. I'm sorry. For the shaky camera and the mic, who cares? We got Goldengo. We Flareon'd, then Flareon again. Actually, I took my last 2 prizes of the last game with Terrapagos. It was actually a really cool Bombardier deck. It was actually a Chinese player, and believe it or not, I've been playing for a long time, and I've never played against a Chinese player, only because they got the card game sort of more recently, and they're in a lot of formats behind us, and obviously they've all started traveling over now for our events and stuff, so that was quite cool. Obviously, having lived in China once upon a time, we exchanged a small, and I mean a very, very, very small amount of Mandarin, but he was very pleasant. But he was playing a really cool like Goldengo deck with Bombardier, so he didn't mind going first. So he was going first. He played 2 Bombardier. Hopefully you can still hear me. And he got set up every time, but of course Flareon wins the day, and we are 3-2-1. 3-2-1. 2 wins. Come on, we can do it. More Goldengos, please. See you in round 7. Much love, Professor Benji. Yeah, sorry for shaky video and sound as per. Day's over. We lost, making it 3-1. 3-3-1. Yeah, really just literally played Raging Bolt, Mew, 3 energy, and energy search, a Crispin, just any way to attach the Mew, nothing. Against Raging Bolt, literally started attach 1 with Teal Mask game. Game 2, I managed to get a Flareon set up, like just from my first hand. Started like the little EB, evolved it. Then as I fan called, all my other EVs prized, which is pretty lame. Meaning I had to launch back onto like the Terrapago, so at least I could try and crown Opal late game. But by that point, the hand was huge. I had no knockdowns to try and get me Iono, just because I was clutching it to stay in the game the whole time. And yeah, like they just got bossed as soon as I crown Opal, flashed the boss, and yeah, that was it. So pretty sad overall. Bit gutted, but you live, you learn. Obviously, hopefully pay my last one, maybe get just a couple of points on the board. Yeah, but anyway, see you after the next round. Everyone, thanks for following. See ya. So, I didn't do a video after the end of the last round. I hope you can hear that, and I'm keeping that in. So, didn't do a video at the end of the last round. I needed a win to get points. I played against a guy playing Crustal, which is pretty much a terrible matchup for EV, but I managed to pull out a draw. Played really well game 2. To pull it off, I used Mew EX to use Crustal's attack against Crustal over and over again. Anyway, but we ended up tying. He didn't want to do a gentleman's agreement or anything like that, so it was a tie. So hopefully still fall into top 1 to a 1028, but doubtful. However, my day has been made by being reunited with my beautiful wifey and my beautiful friends, having some Korean barbecue. So all is saved. And yeah, love you all. Goodbye. So welcome to day 2 of Lille Food, and Illusions. We went for some breakfast in the morning, and then me and Soph went to a really cool Illusions museum. We were very lucky it was open on the Sunday. But first, check out this video of Elliot running.
I've never seen this man run in my life.
Making me laugh. I've never seen him run in 10 years of knowing him, so that was pretty fun. And obviously, here is the breakfast we went for: some pancakes, scrambled eggs, bacon, pain au chocolat, and a baguette for myself. I wanted a fresh baguette to chew on, and here we go. This is the Illusion Tunnel. I will sit back and not make any noise.
God, look at this thing.
Just how baffled I was by this. Yeah, wow, that feels weird, bro. What the? That is horrible. Oh my god, it literally feels like you're flipping. Oh my god, that is horrible.
That is gross.
That is minging. Yo, that's so weird. Oh my god. It literally feels like you're flipping upside down. So the spinning tunnel made it seem like you were flipping upside down. It was pretty crazy. There were loads of cool things to do with like colours and the way they go. The mirrors were all really good fun. You've got me there, soaps, a million soaps. Me popping up through a hole. And then this mirror room was really cool. There were like hundreds and thousands of me and Soph. All scattered around everywhere. So yeah, that was really cool. We really enjoyed that. And then later on in the day, we just went back to the flat and chilled out a little bit because we had to be up super early in the morning to go to Porto. And this was sort of our holiday part of the trip. No Pokemon involved here, but I thought you'd all like to see some of the amazing things we got up to in our 2 couples. Alright. Porto, baby, get them sun rays on this skin. Wave hello.
Hello. Having a little pour. Yeah.
So, as you can see, we had a really nice Airbnb between the 4 of us. We got in quite late in the afternoon, so we literally just went to the shops and then went out for a wander in the night, got ready, put on some fresh clothes after travel, and sort of wandered the streets a little bit. We were staying in Ribeira, which for my recommendation, if you ever were to go to Porto, that is sort of the place to be. It's right in the middle of everything, plenty about, all the touristy attractions are there, Sarmento Station, Tower dos Clergios, all that sort of stuff. And we got recommended this really good grill place called Grill It. Their slogan was a place to meet, a meat place to meet and eat meat, sorry. And so we wandered down there to check out it, and let me tell you, you're in for a treat because the food was absolutely phenomenal. And here we are now. Highly recommend if you ever find yourself in Porto, Grill It. Thank you, obrigado. Talk us through what you got, Glen.
We've got the barbecue wings, bro. They are looking unbelievable.
I've also got the barbecue wings and also sharing these lovely looking shrimp with my beautiful wife. Glen, talk us through it, mate.
These ribs, we got a shaved little date going on.
Full date.
Just these juicy.
Should lean in
as well.
Lean in.
Why close your eyes?
Sorry. Ribs, chips, some chicken skewers.
Hell
Nice. Very beautiful.
Hi.
Have you enjoyed your Pokemon trip so far?
I have, considering it's been a Pokemon trip.
Yeah?
Yes.
What's been your favourite part so far?
Coming to Porto and not being around Pokemon anymore.
Nice.
Sorry.
Very good.
Sorry, Pokemon.
This is a Pokemon vlog, mind, you know that,
I
right?
do know that.
Nice.
And I support you in all that you do. It's just not my world.
It's not your world, is it? No, it's not. However, did you enjoy dinner?
I did. It was very yummy.
Nice. Cool. What are we doing tomorrow?
Going to see Porto.
Wow, that is a
Yeah,
script
I just
answer.
kind
That was
of
really good.
forgot what we planned
That was
we were going
great.
to do. So
That was good. That was good.
yeah,
Cool. Well,
we're
gonna
going to
do
a
it.
church that has lights.
That makes it sound really
I know
rubbish.
it does. It's going to be much cooler than how I just explained.
We're going to the Tower dos Clergios, I think it's called. It's like an old clergy's tower, and there's a light show in there, which you're going to do in the night. I'm going to do a bit of a scavenger hunt in the day. And yeah, but now we finished dinner, we're going to go find a bar or something, have a couple of drinks, and then go back.
Have a cocktail.
Well, a cocktail or two. I want a super bark. I want to try a super bark. And yeah, check in with you when we get to the bar. And here we are trying the super bark, the local delicacy. The beer was very nice, very refreshing. And the four of us had a lovely rest of the night and to bed because we had a really busy day exploring like Christopher Columbus, the Portuguese man himself. Except we didn't go to America this time. Staying at home, Christopher Columbus. We did all sorts of things, but the first thing on the list in the morning was getting ourselves some fresh pastel natas. And here they are. Sugar?
That is so good.
So as I mentioned, we went on a bit of an explore the next day. Here's just some footage of some of the streets around us, some of the beautiful colours on some of the buildings. And Porto had a really cool thing where it had a lot of these blue and white tiles they were using, sort of like mosaics, throughout the city to have really cool art on a lot of the buildings. And obviously we went to Sao Bento station, which is really famous for being sort of decorated in these mosaics as well. So that is the first place we headed to, straight into sort of the city centre of the Riviera. And from this little sort of city centre here, we walked down to Sao Bento station, and just wait till you see the video. Some of the tiles and the artwork in this place absolutely blew us away. All of them telling a story of Portugal's history. So here is Sao Bento station. It's only a short video just to show off sort of some of the things we saw, as we really wanted to take it in. But all of this been around for hundreds of years, these mosaics, these pieces of art that have almost been put up in the station, and the station has become a tourist point just due to a couple of pieces of mosaics on the wall, you know, so that really shows the effect that it has. And next on the list, we went up to the really famous bridge, the St. Louis Bridge. Glen is really scared of heights, so Glen did not come up here. It was just me and Soph. They continued to sort of look around at some of the sites a little bit further away from the bridge. Me and Soph could not help ourselves. We went straight to the top rung and wanted to look out at the Douro Valley River, which is really beautiful. I was reading while we were in Porto, the buildings, the average of them is about 300 to 400 years old. So there's a lot of construction going on in the city right now to sort of give it an uplift, just because everything is so old there. But personally, I found that really charming. It made me really feel like I was in a time capsule. A lot of it looking, I imagine, just as it did back in the age of exploration. And would you just look at that view of the Douro Valley there. We didn't actually get down there to do any sort of wine tasting, but definitely something I recommend if you are wine drinkers. I myself don't drink, so it would have been a bit of a waste of time for me. And then here's the view from the riverfront itself, where we stopped and had a couple of drinks and sat and just looked at the view. But here was the highlight of the day. Now this is the fanciest McDonald's you will ever see in your life. So we were walking back to the flat to get ready for dinner, and we couldn't help but notice this eagle outside the McDonald's and on the crest of it. And so we had to go in and take a look, because we were just absolutely blown away. And look at this place, more of these mosaic arts on the roof, chandeliers, mirrored walls, lined then by McDonald's kiosks and the regular sounds of Big Mac's cooking. So we were blown away by this. And then we went to the Dos Clergios Tower to watch the light show later in the night. But we thought we would pop there in the day just to sort of see what it looked like in the day. And as you can see, it's an absolutely stunning building. Lots of history here. I really recommend looking it up. I'm not going to spend all this time boring you with that. And then we went out for the night. We went to sort of this buffet sort of place, Time Out Market, where there are lots of different sort of restaurants you could get food from. So I kept it all safe, and I went to the highly recommended pizza place there called Okra, which was fresh made pizza, fresh ingredients and stuff like that. They did have a squid pizza. I was sort of tempted to get it, but I wasn't 100% sure. And then because me and Soph were sharing it, in the end we decided to just go for sort of like salami, peppers and stuff like that. But this is me walking up to get it, and it looked amazing, as you can see when I came to pick it up. Fresh mozzarella, fresh tomato sauce, and stone-baked pizza. It was really, really good. The black dots, like some spicy peppers and stuff on it. And then I also got a smash burger. I only got a pizza to start with. Once I saw people with these burgers, I was blown away. And then off to the light show I mentioned earlier. And let me tell you, this in itself was an absolutely phenomenal experience. This inside the Tower Dos Clergios. So already a stunning building in the day, and then it was lit up by this light show. Obviously, I can't show too much, as we weren't really allowed to record on there. I just snuck this little video to give you an idea of what it was like, but probably my favourite experience while we were there. And then we're on to day 3, which was zombies and fine dining. Not real zombies. We did an escape room on this day, and it was really good fun. One of the best escape rooms I've ever done. Me and Sophie do quite a lot of them. And then we went out for a really nice dinner. So check out how that went in this short video.
What's up? Wednesday, last day in Porto. Not done a whole lot this morning. It's been uneventful, really. We went to the really fancy McDonald's. We thought it'd be a waste otherwise. Footage for that's earlier in the video. Then I bought this lovely Sporting Lisbon hat because my haircut's rubbish, and my other hat is soaking wet because it was raining last night on my way home from the light show. And then we've just come to some ice cream again. Like ice cream. Then we're walking over to a card shop for me and Glen to have a look at some singles, as we haven't really had time, obviously, to get any cards to go to Gdansk and shit like that, so we've been here. So we're going to go to a place called Arena, which I will video when we get there. Then after that, we're going to do an escape room with zombies and stuff in it. Soph's a very happy gal. She's holding the camera. There she is, beautiful. Glen and Anne-Marie are both here as well still. They're not dead. And yeah. I'll see you when we get to the game still. Yo, this is Arena. Let's take a look, I guess. Wow, it's just like every other card shop.
Pikachu!
Wow, it really is just like every other country. Here at the escape room, dead city, zombies, people. Let's get out. So it's last night in Porto. Me, Glen, wifey for lifey. Last night before the journey home to drop them off, and then the journey back to the Gdansk.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, up at 3 in the morning to go to the airport, flying into Stansted all the way back to Cardiff. Then we pick up Elliot pretty much and come all the way back to Poland. So what a waste of our time, eh?
The things we do.
What a waste of time and money, but obviously you got to take the wifeys home. So we're good men. We're good men. Gentlemen.
We're getting, yep.
Gentlemen.
Yep.
Not single though, so no messages please. But we are spending our last night, we are walking all the way down to the riverfront for a lovely meal on the river, all dressed up. Our nicest. I've got a Mickey Mouse baseball jersey on. Glen's got a, oh wait, the same coat he's worn all week.
The same.
And a Liverpool kit. Yeah, we're not dressed up nice at all. But the girls are. They look lovely. But yeah, this has been a good Top Cut Academy holiday. This is how you do Pokemon events, Top Cut Academy style. And I'll take some video of the food and stuff like that. And then it's going to be an early night. Well, it's not going to be an early night for me. I probably won't go to bed, but an early night for everyone else, I think. And yeah, safe.
Oh, hell yeah.
For you, more or less 4-5 minutes. Okay. The place. Have a small food here.
Obrigado. Thank you so much. Chef, no way.
So, thank you and obrigado if you have stayed thus far. As you can hear, that is probably the only Portuguese word I picked up, but I wanted to make sure I said thank you as much as possible. So we jumped on a plane, we dropped the ladies home all the way back from Stansted, went to Cardiff, packed our clothes, packed our deck boxes, did our house chores, and we were straight back off to Stansted at 3:30 in the morning, literally less than 24 hours later for our Gdańsk journey. So check it out below. Very tired boy in the next couple of days.
Good morning. Me and Glen. Sorry I didn't vlog much when I got home yesterday. I didn't think you wanted to really see my home life, but also I was mainly making some YouTube videos, just my deck list from Lille and then my predictions for Gdansk. So that took up most of the day. And then I pretty much had a Nando's and built my deck and packed my bag, so like it's pretty boring all around anyway. And then completely forgot to vlog my car on the way up. Me and Glen left from Cardiff at 3:30. Sure we did. Glen was knocking my door, ringing my doorbell and ringing me at 3:30 like we planned.
And 3:45.
And 3:45. And 10 to.
And 5 to 4.
And 5 to. And I was still asleep. Luckily, I decided to wake up and join him.
It was either that or wake up the wife, and that would have been much worse.
Everyone would have been in trouble. So there's that. But we're here, and we're going through security now. Back at Stansted. Been here twice. I've been at Stansted twice in 24 hours, which feels pretty fucking horrendous. So yeah, gonna go through, get some brekkie, and then we'll be on the plane, and we should be in Gdańsk by midday. I'll check in with you before we jump on, but for now, peace out. So, we're here on the runway, Stansted.
In the rain.
In the rain. And the plane is just fucking sat there.
Chilling.
Not doing, just chilling. Not doing anything. But we're stood in raining.
In the rain.
Wet, damp,
Yummy.
horrible plane, sat dry inside, pilot all warm, cushy and cockpit. While we're stood out here in rain and wet and cold. Plane's already delayed, 20 minutes as well. the chic of it. All right, that's 3. I'm going to stop doing it now because I want to finish it. But for whatever reason, when I get really close to the camera, it doesn't like it. Anyway,
Funny, dude.
we're about to board. We will see you in Gdansk.
Oh, Christ.
We will be meeting the legendary Elliot/Thomas Jones.
Previous Gdansk top 8.
Previous Gdansk top 8 boy. But this time, however, he won't be.
It'll be this guy.
Because, well,
What can
I
I
know.
say?
It will be.
Can't believe you've done this.
Airbnb.
You've got people who love you and would miss you if you disappeared. I fucking hate you.
There's Elliot, by the way. Found him. It's one room. Nice. And what's up here? We've been up here yet?
Yeah. That's your room. That can be your room.
Okay.
Here's your room.
Little room up here.
Actually, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, I feel a bit shit this morning. A bit tired. A bit run down. A week's caught up with me. Settled on the deck though. We are playing straight iron hands. We're just gonna not think. Can't be bothered. Honestly, feel a bit shit about like all the testing, everything. I was spending the week in Portugal was really nice for some reasons, but the other reason is that not a lot of time to test or really think about anything. So it got to last night, I was playing Terrabox as I thought I'd sort of pivot from EVs to that. I just wasn't finding the lines as well as I should have, and I just thought that later on in the day when going against some better opposition and stuff, that would come back to bite me. So I just thought, you know what, let's play Iron Hands. Magneton, it did well. Last weekend in Lille, took the list, changed some cards, and I'm literally just going to try and go fast and run people over. I'm a bit disappointed with the prep and myself and everything, but it is what it is. We're in the boat we're in, and hopefully we can do better for next time. But let's see how the day goes first though. I don't want to start on a really negative note, but honestly, thank you so much. But you know, I don't want to what's the words I'm looking for? Yeah, I don't want to start the day like really negatively, but I think that when it comes down to it, I should have done better, should have done more prep. And yeah, anyway, peace out. I'll see you after round 1. So, yet another 0-1 start. Honestly, I mean, the only thing, like I had a really bad, really bad start game 1. No generators, no supporter, first 2 turns, anything like that. So I like played my outs, got my hand down to 0, mewed up, finally got a research, managed to get a Zekrom. I was like 3 prizes down by that point. Managed to get a Zekrom, go through them. But yeah, there was that. But as I said, I was already behind. I was against Ceruledge. Sorry, I was against Ceruledge. So I was already too far behind, and then the legacy comes down. It just becomes really impossible to win unless you sort of string boss. So game 1 down, and then game 2, a bit better at the start, but we missed a really important generator mid-game, which meant that we would have been able to attack with Zekrom for the 3 energy and attach the counter gain to Mew, so I could then attach to Mew that turn, hit with Zekrom, and the following turn attach to Mew again, and then use like the Amethyst, the second attack, the 280 attack on Ceruledge against it, meaning I would win. But literally, they had everything in the sense of like, I missed the generator, so it meant that I had to put the counter gain on the Zekrom, meaning the Mew play was gone. And and I had to kill the Cerulege and hope that he couldn't find energy out of his like 30 card hand, which he did. And not only did he find an energy, it was a legacy. So it then meant at the end of the game, I needed to find like Generator, Magneton, Prime Catcher / Counter Catcher to amp something on the bench for 2 prizes, because the Cerulege was like the only quote unquote 2 prizer, now a 1 prizer in play. So yeah, just really bad all round. I think not a good matchup. I didn't think there would be that much. Well, there might not be, but I didn't think there'd be that much Cerulege around today. However, when I sat down, there was the one I played, 2 next to me, like 1 either side of me. So yeah, not great, bad start. As I said, I'm already not feeling great about this event. I actually don't mind the deck. The deck like runs okay. It was just that first game that it ran a bit crappy, but yeah. Anyway, on we go. 0-1. We'll pull it back from here. Or not. Either way. So I think that's the type of day we're going to have today. Ran to get the auto loss pretty much. I mean, it's not an auto loss. I can only describe it as got Alakazam, game 1. They go first and completely roll me over. I mean, absolutely obliterated me. Obviously, I played 1 Iona in the deck. They had a full bench. They had 3 Gdańsk. Even when I Iona'd them, they had 2 Gdańsk, so lost that. Game 2, I thought if I went first and get sort of like a decent setup onto hands and put on the pressure early, that I would potentially be able to sort of run through before they had a chance to get into the game. But of course, it was Fez, attach counter game, attach energy pass. So my hand was all energy and a research on top of that. Turn 2 research, like I get into a decent enough setup. Like I managed to get 2 energy onto a Zekrom and hit a Rotom for 50, like / weakness, 100, kill it. And from there, just they had everything. It was a knockout every turn from then. And obviously I didn't have a good enough start, wasn't able to use hands, wasn't able to do anything. Just sat there and pretty much watched my day end. So we started the day 0-2. I don't feel confident enough in the deck or myself to even remotely pull it back out of the bag from there, especially that, you know, now that we're 0-2, we're probably going to be facing more things like Alakazam, so on and so forth, things that are a little bit lower on the table. So yeah, bad day, honestly. Absolutely heartbroken and gutted with myself, to be honest with you, more than anything. I only have myself to blame, but there you have it. Professor Benji out. Yo. So couldn't give you an update round 3 on its own. To my game went 2-time and the extended, so had to rush straight over to next game. So 3 and 4. Round 3, not a win, but not a loss. A tie, so technically we are still good to go at the end of round 3. Played a Grimmsnarl, played against a really nice guy who was judging in Lille. Got talking, guy from Sweden, and yeah, it was a close game. Game 1, I actually think I was actually pretty proud of like a really cool play that I came up with to sort of continue the game. I had a decent start. He not necessarily had a bad start, but just missed the candy and the Grimmsnarl, so like was just slowly setting up, got the Evo and stuff. So I actually went hands for 4. He eventually was able to knock out the hands, but then I popped 2 Magneton for an energy each onto Zekrom, attaching hand, forcing him down to 2 prizes and 1 shot. The Grimmsnarl for the last 2, which I thought was pretty cool, like to manipulate the prizes that much with Magneton. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then game 3 went all the way to time and plus. Essentially both had a really poor start. He had essentially just frost slashing me, and I was doing pretty much nothing. I was just attaching energy from my hand to stuff, no supporters. By the time I found supporters, he'd taken a knockout. I returned with the hands and stuff, and the game pretty much finished with like both of us able to win if we had one more turn. But unfortunately, couldn't. So time ran out. Then round 4, I got to stack it seating against a guy from the UK, and next to me was a little dog that was really cute, and his name was Buddy, and I got to pet him. So that was the highlight of the day so far, especially because I've been doing terrible. Then he flipped over Venusaur. Game 1, I had it all. Hands, taking knockouts, couldn't return, boss, take another one. Then by the time he was able to take that, pop Magneton and had counter catcher in hand to kill, I think it was a Teal Mask on the bench with Zekrom. So that was good. And then game 2, when I said I had it all game 1, I mean, I really had it game 2. My hand looked terrible. I had Miraidon in the active, pretty much all energy, 2 generator and a Magneton in hand. So what I did was I tandem unit, instead of getting hands and stuff like that, I got another Miraidon, a Magnemite, and then just hoped that my generators hit. They both did. Retreated from the active with the remaining energy in my hand. Hit for 220, turn 1, killed a Teal Mask. Then the next turn, I top deck a Nest Ball, which is perfect because I literally just attached the main Miraidon, dropped Latias, and knocked that again. And he pretty much had nothing. So I proceeded to just batter a Mega Venusaur that he managed to get out with no energy on it. So I hit it once, hit it twice, went down to 3, and I had 1 prize left. By the time he had 6 to take, so he just said he would call it a day. So, yeah. Still terrible. 1-2-1. Got to win every single game we play from now on to be able to even make day 2. But again, points are what we're really looking for. I mean, when I say really looking for, obviously I'd like more by making day 2, but it's not gone too well so far. So anyway, peace out. I will see you all later. Round 5. Adios. Yo. So couldn't give you an update round 3 on its own because my game went 2 time and the extended. So had to rush straight over to next game. So 3 and 4. Round 3, not a win, but not a loss. A tie, so technically we are still good to go at the end of round 3. Played a Grimmsnarl, played against a really nice guy who was judging in Lille. Got talking, guy from Sweden, and yeah, it was a close game. Game 1, I actually think I was actually pretty proud of like a really cool play that I came up with to sort of continue the game. I had a decent start. He not necessarily had a bad start, but just missed the candy and the Grimmsnarl, so like was just slowly setting up, got the Evo and stuff. So I actually went hands for 4. He eventually was able to knock out the hand, but then I popped 2 Magneton for an energy each onto Zekrom, attaching hand, forcing him down to 2 prizes and 1 shot. The Grimmsnarl for the last 2, which I thought was pretty cool, like to manipulate the prizes that much with Magneton. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then game 3 went all the way to time and plus. Essentially both had a really poor start. He had essentially just frost lassing me, and I was doing pretty much nothing. I was just attaching energy from my hand to stuff. No supporters. By the time I found supporters, he'd taken a knockout. I returned with the hands and stuff, and the game pretty much finished with like both of us able to win if we had one more turn. But unfortunately, couldn't. So time ran out. Then round 4, I got to stack it seating against a guy from the UK, and next to me was a little dog that was really cute, and his name was Buddy, and I got to pet him. So that was the highlight of the day so far, especially because I've been doing terrible. Then he flipped over Venusaur. Game 1, I had it all. Hands, taking knockouts, couldn't return, boss, take another one. Then by the time he was able to take that, pop Magneton and had counter catcher in hand to kill, I think it was a teal mask on the bench with Zekrom. So that was good. And then game 2, when I said I had it all game 1, I mean, I really had it game 2. My hand looked terrible. I had Miraidon on the active, pretty much all energy, 2 generator and a magneton in hand. So what I did was I tandem unit, instead of getting hands and stuff like that, I got another Miraidon, a Magnemite, and then just hope that my generators hit. They both did. Retreated from the active with the remaining energy in my hand. Hit for 220, turn 1, killed a Tiamat. Then the next turn, I top deck a Nest Ball, which is perfect because I literally just attached the main Miraidon, dropped Latias, and knocked that again. And he pretty much had nothing. So I proceeded to just batter a Mega Venusaur that he managed to get out with no energy on it. So I hit it once, hit it twice, went down to 3, and I had 1 prize left at the time. He had 6 to take, so he just said he would call it a day. So, yeah. Still terrible. 1-2-1. Got to win every single game we play from now on to be able to even make day 2. But again, points are what we're really looking for. I mean, when I say really looking for, obviously I'd like more, but I'm making day 2, but it's not gone too well so far. So anyway, peace out. I will see you all later. Round 5. Adios. Wait, I might as well stick around, but why am I walking off for? So, we're laughing because this vlog, obviously, as you know, like if you got this far into it, as you can notice, the videos are really inconsistent. Glen, videos are really inconsistent because I always forget to vlog because I'm really bad at it. But Glen always reminds me. But last time I spoke to you was round 4. I'd won. We were 1-2-1, and since then I've won twice more to make it 3-2-1. So we are still alive
Somehow.
As is Glen.
Yeah, we all did shit.
We all started 0-2-1. More or less, and have all pulled it back. We're out of the trenches, but it's the hope that kills you.
No, we're still very much.
Still very much. But it's the hope that kills you. So I'm not getting too excited because I'll definitely lose the next one. I'll see you back after break. But essentially, long story short, I played against round 5. Played against a Dragapult. Went exactly how the match was supposed to go. It was hands time, hands, Magneton, Zekrom, beauty. Second game, Fez did work. Let me tell you, 5 prizes, Fez. He only benched 1 Dreepy, over bench, Cruel Arrow, like that. Took 5 prizes, just Dreepy. He finally got 2 down and I handed it. I win. Second, then last round I played Cardiff. First game was really close. I was really far ahead, but then gave myself a DPL because I played a generator under Jelly. Don't do that. Top Cut Academy advice. Professor Benji says don't play top tip, don't play items under Jellison. Gives you a double prize penalty. However, even though I did that, still clutched out the win. Second game, he only had 1 Guardian on board. Completely missed what Zekrom did. So I attached counter gain. Nice. Counter gain.
Yes.
Bang, 330 through the Guardi. He couldn't attach any more energy. And it was GG's from there. It is 3-2-1. That's on a countdown. That is my score. And hopefully it's 2 more to 5-2-1. No less will do. I will see you, if I remember, after round 7. And there you had it. I said it. It's the hope that kills you in the end. And the hope did. Played against Zard. 1 game 1. Game 2. My opponent Iona'd his hand to the top of the deck. And the judges came over. It took like 6-7 minutes, like which is fine, obviously, like, but he only got a warning. I sort of, they said that like they could obviously track each and every one of the cards that he used and stuff like that, which is fair enough. Like, obviously, I'm not disputing that. It just felt a bit bad, but he didn't get any sort of penalty for it because that meant like I definitely would have won. But he went on to have everything he needed and win. And then game 3, good start, go down, and like I prized the second Magnemite, so I couldn't get myself off 2 prizes. Like whatever I did, couldn't get myself off. So Elliot's returned after storming off a couple of hours ago.
No. Yeah, nice.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and then he just fried me for game, like which is heartbreaking, rubbish. So yeah, very sad. Gutted not to make day 2 it either. I feel like pulling it back today, I really felt like it was gonna be a Phoenix story. I was gonna make it, but unfortunately not. So it's another drop, well not drop, but drop out of day 2. Hopefully I can win the next one and get some sort of points. Who knows? But, yeah, I'll see you. So close yet so far. We win our last one for a 4-3-1 record. 1 win off. Almost did it. Not quite. But I mean, I think that mentality is a big one in this, because in one vein I can look at it and say that, you know, I was unlucky and didn't make day 2 at this event, which is obviously important to me at the standard I feel that I am at playing. But then in the other vein, I can look at it that both events I got points. I didn't prep for this one especially as well as I possibly could have. Just obviously, you know, been on holiday, had an amazing time. I regret none of that, obviously, but I think that it's just more the point of, you know, maybe I should have done enough prep to where I could have just played a deck to both events and not felt like I needed to change in between. But obviously didn't do enough beforehand. But then, based on that, I came back from 0-2-1 to 4-3-1. I think that, you know, to win 4 out of the 5 remaining games that I needed to is definitely a positive, especially with a deck that I played exactly 3 times, I think, last night before starting today. So, bit of a long one at the end here, but I think that mentality-wise, I think I should be putting more of a positive spin on it and saying that, you know, I did pick up, I think, a total of 60 points over the weekend, which I know isn't a lot, but if I top cut, or should I say if I made day 2 at one of the regionals and not the other, it probably would have been the same amount of points, right? So there's that to take away from this. But I think the thing to take away from it is that, you know, prep is very important, and I think that maybe doing double headers like this in the future, I need to sort of like nail down a deck to play for both. And even if the first event doesn't go so well, just have confidence in the fact that, you know, maybe things can go my way that day, but will another one. So that is my advice to everyone at the Top Cut Academy on this occasion. It's just that, you know, you sort of you reap what you sow, and today I feel like I reaped out what I could with, you know, what I was capable of doing with my own play with the deck. You know, the deck's fairly simple, you know what I mean? But I feel like I played it as well as I could. But at the end of the day, there were probably some small things I could have done throughout the day to make sure that, you know, I didn't fall just a little bit short. So thank you everyone for tuning in the whole way here. I know it's been a fairly long video, but it was a sort of a long week for me. I am very happy with how the channel's going and all the viewership that we're getting. And all I can say is, you know, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everyone throughout the weekend who supported me. Thank you to my wife for a lovely week and lovely holiday. My best friends, Glen and Elliot, for joining me on the trip. And all the boys back home sending messages and love and stuff like that, and sort of trying to convince me that I actually could win 5 in a row. And we were almost there, but not this time. I think I'll be giving Stuttgart a miss, just because I don't think it would be fair after me saying that I should be putting more time and prep in for me to not do that and go to Stuttgart and maybe not do so well there either. But one thing I will say is that I will be back and I'll be ready to do better next time for all of you. I think I'll end the video with just some more highlights of what we got up to sort of in the night and stuff, end it on a happier note, because if there's one thing that Pokemon is beautiful and always my favourite thing to do with my life, it's that I get to spend time with the people I love the most and my friends and travel around the world. And so that will start tonight. We're all going to go for a nice Chinese, me, Glen, Elliot, maybe some other people will join, I don't know, but they're the two people I care about most here. Glen is hopefully going to win his winning in it as well now and play one more round for day 2 today. But for me, I'm done. But yeah, end on a positive. It's a Chinese tonight, and hopefully Glen makes day 2. And I'll have some footage for you if he does. Come on, mate. We fucking got this.
I think one thing I can honestly say about my whole playing career is nothing in the world makes me happier than my friends doing well, even more so than myself. And so this right here was the best moment of the whole trip.
Here he is. He's in. Phase 2, baby. Here he is.
I am sweaty.
Sweaty.
Adrenaline's pumping up my arsehole. I am a sweaty boy.
I am buzzing. Fucking so happy. This has made my day. It is all okay.
Oh, started 0-2, 0-2-1, 5-2-1. What the fuck?
My boy. My boy. Well done, mate.
Couldn't have done it without.
So it's taken a little while to edit, but what a trip. I mean, doing really, really well this season is something that obviously is at the forefront of my brain. I've not played for a number of years properly, not gone for my Worlds invite properly for a number of years, but as much as that's at the forefront, I think that it's really easy to forget sometimes that the real reason I love playing this game is just the people that you get to spend time with, whether it be Glen, Elliot, some of the boys who didn't come on this trip that we play with every Tuesday, my brother-in-law, Mike, Kieran, who plays Lorcana now, but one of my favourite Pokemon players of all time, but he's no longer with us, you know, getting to see some of the people who live a little bit further away in England that I don't get to see all the time, and especially now that I'm not on a lot of social media, don't get to talk to you all the time either. But I think that makes the times at these tournaments all the more special, and the reason that I think that I'll always be around in some vicinity, whether it be through content, playing, coaching. But yeah, I think that this trip really made me sort of reflect on how I did. I know that I want to do better, and I think that I'll be chasing down a few more cups now just to make sure I balance out that loss of points that I didn't get. Because annoyingly, throughout the whole video, I was saying that me and Elliot sort of made points in certain tournaments and stuff, but it turns out the 1,028 kickers at both tournaments weren't actually there. So it turns out that I got a net 0 from that week, which did feel really disappointing for the first couple of days after coming home. But I actually think it lit a fire in me more to continue to push this season and get those points on the door, because I am really, really determined to try and make that invite this year, no matter what it takes. And even in the latter end of the season, if I have to chase down everything like a rabid dog, I will. But it's also shown me that I get so great pleasure out of nurturing, coaching, and pushing my friends to do well as well. And whether they're close friends, not so close friends, seeing other people do well and sort of feeling like I may have had something to do with that feels amazing. And I was just so glad for Glen, with how good of a friend he is to me, for me to be able to sort of help him get over that line as well. I'm not taking any credit for anything that happened on the day. Played amazingly. But yeah, it really felt good to be part of that. And I'm really glad he made it. And it really did make my week. And I think on top of that, getting to spend time with my wife, Anne-Marie, Glen, sort of not to do with Pokemon in Porto as well, getting to see another beautiful European city was just as good. So I won't be at Frankfurt, I won't be at LAIC, but I will be doing quite a few cups between now and sort of the next big tournament I go to, which I think now will be Birmingham, as it will be in the new year. So going to be testing and grinding really hard for that. I learned a lot about the way that I prepped, maybe focused a little bit too much on other people and not myself. And I feel like I can dedicate just as much time between both. So I've got to lock in early. I've got to practice more in one place and not in several places. I think that's the thing sometimes with me wanting to create good and informative content. I try to maybe spread my testing, playing lots of different decks and matchups and stuff. And as much as that's good, I need to focus on myself as well and maybe sort of narrow that down a little bit. So yeah, it's been a great time to reflect, and it's been some really good memories to keep for the future. And I will, of course, be bringing more content like this for any other traveling I do. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you and obrigado. That was the word of the vlog, I think, for tuning in. And I hope this video made you smile as much as it made me smile being on the trip. Thank you for tuning in for Top Cut Academy. And I will see you all next time back to some normal competitive content for our next one. Adios. Much love. Professor Benji.